I think the reason that I wanted a diagnosis was because I was really not doing well at the time. I was quite ill and I felt like nothing was helping me. And I was told that, you know, if you get a diagnosis, then it might help you to understand yourself a bit better. I was 15 at the time, so I kind of just went off that, to be honest. Because I was being treated for an eating disorder at the time, I actually got a referral through CAMHS, and the waiting list wasn't that long. In fact, I don't actually remember waiting at all. But I think it's because I was so ill at the time. So I was hospitalised for an eating disorder for 3 months, and then after that I had outpatient treatment, and none of it really helped. And I think one of my therapists actually suggested, you know, maybe it might be worth going down the autism route, seeing if that holds any answers for you, because none of the treatment that I was being given for the eating disorder really matched I guess the root cause of my disorder. You know, a lot of the work is around body image, whereas that didn't really apply to me. I just remember the assessment being really stressful. I think I could tell that there was kind of a lot going on behind the scenes. Obviously, I was a child, so I kind of didn't do much except turn up on the day and do the tests they made me do. But I also knew that, like, school were asked to do stuff, my parents were, and I kind of was quite scared of what they were saying about me. I was always very sort of, I guess, paranoid about what people thought about me. So knowing that people were kind of contributing to something that would change my life probably forever was quite scary. In terms of the actual assessment, I remember there being a screen, like a one-way screen, so people could see through it, but I couldn't see them. I also found that quite stressful. I think some of the tasks were really hard, like the storytelling one, and like having to use your imagination. I kind of didn't get the point of them, and it all felt very strange. And I almost felt like the assessors were kind of speaking to me like I was a child, but I was 15, and it felt very strange. When I was given the result of the assessment, I was kind of disappointed because I went into it kind of thinking I wasn't autistic, and I kind of I tried not to get a diagnosis. You know, I actually read up about it beforehand. I think for me, the diagnosis actually changed my life. I really don't know where I'd be now if I didn't have it, because before that I just did not understand myself. There was such a disconnect between how I sort of was perceived by others and how I saw myself, and I felt a lot of the time really bad about myself. And I think the diagnosis really helped me to reconcile with, I guess, the guilt I felt for being a bad person or perceiving myself to be a bad person. So I think it really helped in that respect. And it actually, I think without it, I wouldn't have recovered from my eating disorder. So I think in a way it kind of saved my life, and I'm really grateful that I got it.